Okay. Hey, friends! Gabby, you got a hoodie on?
Yep.
Nice. It's rainy. Don't blame you for the hoodie. It's kind of, I need coziness.
Yeah, this is my mom's.
Oh, cool. Hey, Maria. How are you, sweetheart?
I'm perfect. Now finally I can see you.
I know. I'm very excited to see you guys. Are you guys staying dry during the rain today?
Trying.
Trying.
Well, it's so boring in my house, so I want to go outside.
I know. I haven't been for my run today, and I'm like, so I need to go.
Sabbath.
Yes.
So in Ukraine, my grandparents. So my grandpa passed away like a few weeks ago, and he was a collector. He used to collect a lot of stuff, and my grandparents said they found something really cool and special. So they sent it to me, and look what I found. This scorpion necklace.
Oh, how cool, Maria.
So it's kind of handmade.
It's handmade?
Yeah.
That is so cool.
I was like,
look at Ella's face. She's like, handmade. That's so cool. What is that? Oh, my word.
I was like so shocked. I don't even know he had it in his house.
That's really cool. I'm sorry to hear that your grandpa died, though, sweetheart.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty sad.
Is it your mom's dad or your dad's dad?
My dad's dad.
Oh, did he get to go back over and see them?
No, we can't because like it's coronavirus time. Like every plane is closed. Like
right.
You can't get to Ukraine.
Right. Yeah, I know. Hey, Chloe. Hey, Riley Baxon. How is everyone?
Hi.
Good. Gabby, did you color your hair? It's purple. I like it. I really like it.
I'm gonna dye it. I'm gonna dye it more.
Oh.
Hey, Dylan.
Hi, Mrs. Margaret.
Okay, I totally tried to accept your friend request, but I don't see messages or I don't see where I'm supposed to do. I don't know where I accept your friend request on Zoom, Dylan. Where do I go, buddy, for that?
Did you check contacts and chats?
No, I don't have a tab for that, but I will look back at that then and see. Let's see. Contacts and tabs. Okay. Contacts and what did you say?
Chat.
Tab. That was it, not tab.
I don't know.
Okay. I will check that. I will look for that. I'm so sorry I haven't. I looked for it the moment I got off my Zoom with you on Tuesday, and I haven't been able to find it. And I've been like, oh, sorry.
Ms. Navrit.
Yes.
Are you able to minimize the Zoom meeting? Minimizing the Zoom meeting just minimizes it in the corner, and it still plays.
Okay.
But you can't go out of Zoom.
Right.
And if you go out of Zoom, it won't show that. It'll just turn off your microphone and your video. But when you go back to the meeting or Zoom, those will turn back on.
Oh, gotcha. All right. I'll work with it.
And I can resend the friend request if you can do what I just said.
Yes, I can minimize it, sure. Oh, hold on. I gotta let people into the waiting room though.
Okay.
Hello, Angel. Hello, Antonio. Hey, Ryan. How are you, buddy? Okay. How is everyone today?
Good.
Hi, Devo. How are you, Devo?
Good.
Good. All right, Dylan, what am I supposed to do now? I'm exiting and I'm minimizing you. What else am I supposed to do?
Do you see anything like, because I just sent it.
It says I cannot minimize Zoom when you are recording a meeting. So I'll have to try afterwards, okay?
Okay.
All right. Everybody got pencil and paper ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, if you don't have pencil or paper, get it ready. We're gonna do something fun with it today. I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with. Yeah.
I need to get a pencil and paper. Be right back.
Okay. What, Maria?
I'll still be able to hear you.
Something really weird happened. So my dad was fixing our car.
What?
What are you doing?
Can I get a paper?
It was like really dark.
I know.
5 minutes.
It's Zooming
Parts,
time.
he's coming for some of our parts in it. I was like, oh my god, what did we do?
Hey guys.
Then we have a neighbor.
This meeting needs to be somewhat quiet, and Amia's stuff's all in there. I'm about to put her foot in there.
So, police coming up. I went to my house to wash my hands and ask what's like going on. The officer said, like, are you
Yeah.
in the house? I said no. And he said,
Oh.
I described our neighbor, and he said, where is he? I like, you can check in his car because he sleeps in the car. We're on his balcony. So then, like 5 minutes ago, I see him like his face in the car because like they already took him to jail.
Oh my goodness.
So one of our neighbors already went to jail. Second time.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear about that.
Yeah. But he actually, he's nice. He's kind of stubborn. He's pretty good. But like that he like drinks and drives, that's dangerous.
Yeah, that is dangerous. Wow. Woo. Scary.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I've got to turn back to what we are doing today. Maria, did you get my email yesterday
About what?
about presenting an object from your house that you wanted to share? Yeah?
I got it.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna do it on my Mimi's computer and I forgot about it. Wait.
Hello.
Oh, I realized it was an object.
So we should have Maria, Riley, Batson, Angel. Is Angel with us yet? Hi, Oliver.
What's up, Oliver?
Brooklyn, did you get my email yesterday about presenting something today?
Oliver, are you serious?
No, I didn't get an email.
I sent it to you.
I am Donald Trump and I will find you.
Okay, Oliver, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Oliver.
Brooklyn,
What?
I'm about to mute all of you guys if I can't talk to Brooklyn. Hold on. Brooklyn, you didn't get the email, right? So you're not prepared today to present, right?
I'm not prepared, sorry.
No, sweetheart. It's okay. I'll get you on another day. Sound good?
Okay.
All right. And Fantasy's not on here. Zofia. Dylan, you have yours ready?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I've got Maria, Riley, and Dylan on here. Okay, so Maria. All right, guys. So remember on Tuesday, I said that I was going to choose 5 people. I ended up choosing 8. So we could have everyone finish before school ended. So I chose 8 people to choose one item from their house or for whatever that they were proud of, and that I was going to give them about 2 minutes kind of for them to show you what they were going to show to us, okay?
Hey,
So,
what are you talking about?
Oliver, you'll see in just a minute, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to mute you guys, but if you have questions about what someone is presenting, just raise your hand on the screen, just like I'm showing you right now. And once they're done presenting, they can call on you. But that means...
Daddy, where's my painting from the garage?
Hold on.
Okay, bring it to me, Daddy.
Bed. Mute. So loud. So loud. Okay. Devin, I'm gonna keep muting you because you're not in a quiet place. I need you in a quiet place where there's not a ton of action going on in the background, okay? I can't hear you. Hold on. What?
I'm using a stuffed animal to scan the tablet.
Baby cousin's in my room and I'm in my living room.
Okay, is there another room you could go in where there's no one so that there's not so much background noise?
Maybe the bathroom.
Let me try to close my door to see what happens.
Okay.
But
Maybe try it in the bathroom because if someone's in the bathroom,
come here.
the other person wouldn't go in.
Okay.
Is Navarette?
Yes, Oliver.
Devin got a new dog.
I know, I saw that.
Cookie.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna mute all of you, but you heard all the noise that's going on from Devin's right now. So make sure you're in a quiet place where you can do your work, okay? So I'm gonna let
Can you hear me now? Is it
yes.
better?
Yes, but I'm still gonna mute you.
Miss Maverick, I'm
Yes.
with my cat, so I don't know if that technically means like. Miss Maverick, can I tell you something real quick?
Really quick.
Yesterday, I had no power. Like my house didn't have power. Like
Yes, I saw your
That was
mom's,
that must be crazy.
I saw your mom's text message, Abel. So just make sure today you get Wednesday's work done, okay? Whenever you can, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
That's called a blackout, Abel.
All right, so now we're all gonna go at a level 0, please. And we are all going to listen to Maria. I am gonna mute everybody because I think it's just gonna be easier if everyone is quiet. Sound good?
just saying I need it.
Do it for you.
Yes. Okay, so I'm muting you. Raise your hand if you need my attention.
You can kind of do anything that is.
Okay. Everyone is, oh, it's so much quieter now. What is this? I have no idea what this is. All right, Maria, we're going to start with you. Now, guys, Maria needs your attention. Who keeps
Find out what it is. That way you kind of have an idea.
Mute. Who keeps unmuting themselves? Everyone should be muted right now, please, and thank you. Okay. All right, so, Maria, I'm going to let you start. I'm going to unmute you. Everyone needs to listen to Maria because she's going to present something that she's proud of or something that makes her happy. All right, here she goes. Go ahead, sweetheart.
So I'm proud of thing in my house is my drawings because my drawings they have a reason. For example, let me pick this one out. For example, this one is I really like books, Magic Treehouse, so that's why I made a treehouse drawing.
And you drew that?
Yeah.
Maria, that's so good.
And I did this one for Christmas because this is how my elf looks like.
You drew that too?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome.
And my most favorite thing on Thanksgiving is this turkey.
That's so cool.
But I'm most proud of I have two. I'm most proud of doing is the drawing I made for my grandpa on his birthday. A man that goes fishing. It's my grandpa's favorite thing to do.
That is so cool.
It turned out really fun. So while I was drawing myself, I just took a pencil in my hand and I just went like this with my hand. And the hair turned out like I grabbed by an accident. And then I started the picture.
That is so cool.
And my most proud of job, but it didn't turn out the much I wanted it to. This is one of the most Ukraine strongest boxer, and it says on top, don't count them days, make the days count.
Oh, that's so cool. All right, I see Riley Batson has a hand for Maria. Go ahead, Riley Batson, you're unmuted.
Great anatomy. Great anatomy.
Oh, great anatomy. He's saying he drew well.
Thank you.
Very good. All right. Anybody else have a question for Maria about what she's most proud about or what makes her happy? No? All right. Well, Maria, those were so cool. You're such a talented drawer. I never knew that.
Thank you.
That is so cool. All right. Great job, Maria. Riley Batson, I'm coming to you next. Okay? All right. Riley.
It's a drawing too. I worked on this for about 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited for Venom 2. I did this.
You were so good at drawing.
Devin. No, sir. You're muted for a reason right now. Thank you. Go ahead, Riley.
I did this about a year ago because I was so excited for Venom 2, but it's coming out this October, and I didn't know it, so I just did this.
Very cool.
Out.
Very cool. I like that. And we all know that Spider-Man is your favorite. I love that. You're such a talented drawer too, Riley.
I have
Great
an idea.
job. Any questions for Riley on something from his house that makes him proud or happy? No? No questions? Well, I see Dylan. All right, Dylan, go ahead. Okay, buddy.
Miss Navrit, my question's not really for Riley, it's for you.
Okay.
My question is, well, it's actually not really a question. It's something that you can do when you mute all of us.
Okay.
If something pops up that says allow us to unmute ourselves.
Yes, I have that to where you can do that. Yeah, I have that.
Then we can't unmute ourselves when you mute all of us.
Okay. Okay. Maria.
Riley, how did you get an idea of that?
Yeah.
I was excited for Venom 2. I knew there was going to be a villain called Carnage in it. He's one of my favorite Marvel villains. So I went all out.
That's awesome.
Say that.
It's actually 2 pieces of paper I taped together. I worked on Venom first, then I moved on to Carnage. And I did Carnage all with a pen, like red and black pen. So it took me about 3 hours just to color him in.
Wow.
That must be crazy, boy.
Yeah, I usually work on an hour for most of my drawing projects.
Pretty cool.
That's very cool. Very cool, Riley. Okay, next, Dylan. Let's go ahead and hear yours. What are you going to share with us today?
What I'm gonna share with you guys is that I made this for art. It's a house made out of Legos that moves on wheels.
That is so cool. How long did it take you to build that, Dylan?
Not long. I did it for specials once.
Oh, okay. Well, I see that Gabby has a question. Go ahead, Gabs.
It's not for Dylan, but if like one of us gets picked, do we have to like show something, or can we just tell something that makes us happy?
You can tell something too. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, Dylan. Any questions for Dylan? Brooklyn, I see you. Yes, ma'am.
Is the building is the Lego thing like an RV or something?
What do you mean by an RV?
Like a
It's like a
trailer
house
with like a house on wheels kind of deal.
Yeah.
It's a house on wheels.
So it would be like an RV, something you could pull behind a truck where you could live when you travel, right?
Yeah.
Very cool, Dylan. All right, any other questions for Dylan? No? Okay, great job, Dylan. You're such a good artist too. Wow, such a good artist. Okay, and then let's see. So we had Maria, Riley Batson, Angel. Do you have yours prepared, buddy? Yeah, okay, coming at you now. Go ahead, sir.
So I have an orange belt from Taekwondo.
Oh, cool.
And I got it by going to a test in Taekwondo in Rhode Island. Also, it makes me proud and happy because I worked hard for it.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, so I have a question. What is your favorite thing about Taekwondo?
So it has lots of challenges.
Challenges, so you get to like push yourself?
Yeah.
Is it, okay, so I've always thought Taekwondo is kind of like karate. Is it kind of similar?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, Maria, you have a question for Angel? Hold on, go ahead, ma'am.
What did it take you like to get the orange bow, and what does the orange represent?
Okay, the orange I do not know.
Isn't it the different levels?
Yeah, it's different levels, and also
What's the other one again?
What did it take you to get the orange thing?
So what do you have to do to get the orange belt? What makes you move up from, so what's the first level of Taekwondo? What color belt is that, Angel?
White,
White, and then what's the next one?
yellow, orange.
Next one. Okay, so you're on the
Orange.
third level. So how do you
Yeah.
move from yellow to orange? That's what she's asking.
So you had to like do like some type of poomsays, and then after that when you complete it, you get a stripe.
Ah, very cool. All right, Gabby, I see your question. Go ahead and hit the space button and unmute yourself. There you go.
Okay, is it challenging, like really challenging to get like to the levels?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, mute yourself again, Gabs. Riley, unmute yourself.
When I was in Taekwondo, after yellow, it was yellow with black stripe. I'm pretty sure mine was fake anyway.
Well, but you've done Taekwondo, so you know how hard Angel worked for that orange belt, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, good question. Good question. Abel, I saw that you had your hand up. Did you have a question?
Are you like close to blue, or are you still working to blue? Like, are you still getting close to the blue belt?
So
Wait,
I'm
what is the
close
next
to it.
belt? What is the? I forgot what the next belt was.
I think it's green.
The green belt. So you just got your orange one, or have you had your orange one for a while?
So I just got it for a while.
Good. So you're working towards the green belt next. Okay, very cool. All right, any other questions for Angel about his Taekwondo belt? Oliver?
It's not like Angel, but one of my friends is black belt in Taekwondo.
Wow. They're really good then. I'm sure Angel will be a black belt one of these days, won't you, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony's black. It is green belt.
Ah, okay. All right, so I've done Amelia. Where's my Amelia? Is she on here still? Where is Amelia? Why can't I see? There you are. Okay, hey girly. All right, Amelia, what you're sharing with us today?
I wanted to share this that my friend made me before I moved here.
Okay.
It's like, has pictures of us when we were little.
Oh, it's like a family photo album. Oh, so cool. So why does it make you happy or proud?
It makes me happy because I know that we're still going to be friends even though we live a long distance from each other.
Yeah, so is it pictures of you and your old friends from your old school? Oh, very cool. Very cool. I'm sorry, I keep getting calls from people today. Sorry. All right, any questions for Amelia about her awesome, cool friend scrapbook? No? Amelia, that is so cool. I love family albums. They make me really happy too, because then you get to go back and like look at all your memories, and it's one of the best things ever. So
There's Oliver.
very cute. Very cute. All right.
Oliver has a question.
Oliver, you have a question? Yes, sir.
So, Amelia, how long did it take to make the book?
Did you hear his question, Amelia?
No, my screen froze.
Oh, he said, how long did it take you to make your friend's scrapbook?
I don't really know. I think it took her a little more than a week.
A little more than a week. So you worked really hard on it, right? Yeah, very cool. All right, Oliver, did you have another question, or are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. All right, any other questions for Amelia? No? Okay. Zofia, do you have your item ready, girly? Hold on. I can't hear you. What? You're gonna have to move closer. There you go. Okay, now we can hear you. Do you have your item ready?
Yes. It's a live.
A bearded dragon.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Zofia.
I have a bearded dragon.
Can you look this way towards the camera and hold it up to the camera? Oh my gracious. How cool. It looks like a yellow spotted lizard. That is so cool. All right, tell us about him. What's his name? How'd you get him?
His name is Mr. Orange because he loves eating oranges and he's turned orange.
Oh, okay. And how did you get him?
We got him from a pet store and we got him almost 2 years ago.
2 years ago. So are you in charge of taking care of him? Yeah. Now, do you take him to your mom and your dad's house, or does he stay at your dad's house?
He stays at my house, but sometimes when my mom comes to pick me up, I take him out to the car to show my brother because he likes my lizard.
Very cool. Well, I know that I see some hands up for you, Miss Sophia. Maria, go ahead, sweetheart.
So I really wanted a lizard when I was a kid. And when I look at him, I was thinking one name, Margot. I don't know why. I was like, Margot.
Marco.
Yeah, I don't know why. He looks like Margot.
That is so cool. Oh my gosh, Sophia, so
Yeah,
cool.
I love it.
I do too. All right, Angel, I see your hand up. Go ahead, sir.
So, wait. I forgot. Dang it.
Oh, you forgot. Raise your hand again if you think on it, okay? Who else had a question? Oliver?
So how old is Mr. Orange?
He's like a year and a half, maybe. Yeah.
Year and a half? Angel, is that what you were going to ask? Oh, Oliver stole your question.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so like a year and a half. Okay. All right.
I thought he was like.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
I thought he was like a month old. Or something.
No, he's a year and a half old. All right, Gabby, go ahead.
Is he very flexible? Because I went to our house before, and his arms and legs, they're kind of flexible. So
They're pretty flexible.
yeah, see,
He's a big lizard. Look at his hand, huge. I mean, he just lays there.
Yeah. These lizards
That's
are
creepy.
they're really easy to take care of.
So do you have to keep him under a heating lamp to keep him warm? Yeah, okay. Very cool.
They live in like Australia.
Oh, okay. All right.
So they're very, very warm animals.
Does he ever bite you?
No, he's never bit me.
Never bit you. Very cool. All right,
Can
Maria.
they bite you?
I'm just sorry for the thing I say. He looks flat. Like flat.
He looks flat. All right. I'm going to have 2 more questions for Miss Sophia, and then we got to get started. Riley, go ahead and hit your space bar.
Do they even bite?
They can, but he's just really friendly.
That's so cool.
What would happen if they bit you?
Probably just feel like,
On, boy.
like those wild lizards. When they bite you, it doesn't really hurt, but it's like maybe like a little bit more than that because they actually have like little tiny teeth. So.
Oh, okay.
Devin, stop unmuting yourself. I'll unmute you when you can talk. All right, Brooklyn. Hold on, let me unmute you.
I don't really like lizards, but Mr. Orange is so cute.
I know, isn't he? I think I would like Mr. Orange. I think I would definitely like it. Very cool. All right, and Devin, last one.
It's not technically a question, but I have a bearded dragon, and it's just as long as Sophia's, but he's not even a year old.
Wow. What's his name?
Monty.
Monty.
It's my dad's pet.
Oh, very cool. Thank you for sharing. Okay. All right. So, Zofia, that is super cool. Very cool. I love your lizard. That is amazing. All right. Did I get everyone? Dylan, you went, and Brooklyn. Will we next time? Deal, Brooklyn?
I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I keep him here because he's so chill?
Yeah, I don't mind as long as you can focus.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Does everyone have pencil and paper? Yes, everyone's got pencil and paper ready to go. If you don't have pencil and paper, get it ready to go, please. I'm going to give you about 1 minute, and then we're going to get started with Holes, chapter 27. Where's my Holes book? That wouldn't be good. There we go. Now I've got it.
Woohoo!
Okay. All right.
So I finished my work already.
That's fine. Glad you finished. Okay. Now, everyone is muted, correct? Yes. Okay.
No.
So the last time that we talked about Stanley, and we had some really big revelations with Stanley and everyone going on. We kind of found out who Kissin' Kate Barlow was. Who is Kissin' Kate Barlow, guys? Who would like to tell me? Raise your hand. Who would like to tell me who Kissin' Kate Barlow is? Go ahead, Angel.
So it's Miss Catherine.
It's Miss Catherine, but who's Miss Catherine?
Kissin' Kate Barlow.
Yeah, but what did she do in the town of Green Lake?
Teaching.
Yeah,
students.
She was a teacher. She was a teacher. Okay, so thank you, Angel. How did Miss Catherine and Mr. Sam meet? What did he do for Miss Catherine? Do you remember that? What happened? What happened with Miss Catherine and Mr. Sam, and how did they meet? Riley Batson?
They met by, she kept asking him to fix stuff on the schoolhouse.
Okay, did anybody kind of get an idea that maybe she had a little crush on Mr. Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was constantly asking him to come back and help, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So, now let's think about it. What else did I ask you guys? How is Stanley teaching Zero to read? Is he teaching him words yet, or is he teaching the alphabet?
Alphabet.
The alphabet.
Alphabet.
Okay, he's teaching how many letters a day?
5. 10. Well, 10.
He's teaching actually 10 because he's teaching him 5 letters, but each letter has 2
capitals.
A capital letter and a
capital.
lowercase letter, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Miss Catherine was a teacher and Mr. Sam was an onion picker, and he also helped Miss Catherine fix up the schoolhouse, right? Who was Trout Walker? Who is Trout Walker in our story?
The richest, I think, the son of the richest person in the country.
He is one of the richest people in the country. Maria? Hold on, girl, you're not muted. Hold on. There you go, now.
When I rewatched our last Zoom, I heard you said he and his donkey were shot.
Yes.
Everybody is.
Yes. Okay, so Sam and Mary were shot. But why was Sam shot? Why did they kill Sam, guys?
Because he was right.
Because he kissed Miss Catherine, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And was that allowed? Hold on. Was that allowed back in the day?
No.
No. Okay, so then how did Miss Catherine move from being Miss Catherine to Kissin' Kate Barlow? Like, what happened?
He shot the officer.
She killed the sheriff, but then what did she do? What was her trademark that she gives people?
She kisses.
She kisses them. She kisses them. So that's why she's called Kissin' Kate Barlow. Okay.
Here.
Okay. So are we ready to continue learning about what happens to Stanley and Zero and Kissing Kate Barlow and the warden and everybody? Guys, the story's good. Brooklyn, go ahead.
Yeah. Why was I muted?
I think everyone's muted right now, actually. Go ahead.
No.
Yeah, everybody is.
Not like before.
Did you have a
Press
question?
the unmute.
No.
No? Okay. All right. So, all right. Are we ready? You guys ready to dig in and see what happens? So the last thing that really happened was we had just learned about Kissing Kate Barlow and everything that had happened and how Camp Green Lake was becoming Camp Green Lake. Who heard about the curse? Who heard about the curse on Camp Green Lake? Does anybody remember that from the story? Yeah? Gabby, is that maybe why there hasn't been any rainfall at Camp Green Lake and all the lake dried up? Do you think that might have something to do with it? Huh?
Yes, and no, kind of.
Yes and no, you think the weather might have just changed and the lake dried up?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we'll see if that lady really put a curse on the town of Green Lake to see if it would dry up, okay? Riley, you have a question?
Yes, I actually looked this up. Green Lake is a real place in Texas, but there's actually a lake.
Yes, it's based off that, but it's a real lake, yeah. Okay. All right, and Devin, you have a question? Your hand is up then, okay? All right, I changed it. Okay, guys, so we're gonna read chapters 27 through 29 today. Are you guys ready to go?
Yes.
Wait, I did have a question, but then I forgot it.
Oh, okay. All right, well, mute yourself again. Remember, you can take notes if you need to on that piece of paper if you need to. If you have any questions while I'm reading, make sure that you write those down, okay? So everyone's got pencil and paper, right? All righty, chapter 27. Here we go.
How do I mute myself?
I've got you, Brooklyn.
Oh.
There we go. Hey, here we go. So we
How
just
you mute
learned.
yourself is Alt X.
Devin, please stop. I've already done it for her. Thank you. Okay. All right, so we learned about Kissing Kate Barlow. We learned about everybody else too. So let's find out what happens. Chapter 27. Stanley dug his shovel in the ground. His hole was about 3.5 feet deep in the center. He grunted as he pried some dirt, then flung it off to the side. The sun was almost directly overhead. He glanced at his canteen lying beside his hole. He knew it was only half full, but he didn't take a drink just yet. He had to drink sparingly because he didn't know who would be driving the water truck the next time the truck came. 3 days had passed since the warden had scratched Mr. Sir. Every time Mr. Sir delivered water, he poured Stanley's straight onto the ground. So was Stanley getting any water from Mr. Sir? Do you think he was mad at him for what happened with the warden?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Fortunately, Mr. Pendanski delivered the water more often than Mr. Sir. Mr. Pendanski was obviously aware of what Mr. Sir was doing because he always gave Stanley a little extra. He'd fill Stanley's canteen and then let Stanley take a long drink and then top it off for him. That's nice of him. It helped, too, that Zero was digging some of Stanley's hole for him. Although, as Stanley has expected, the other boys didn't seem to like seeing Stanley sit around while they were all working. They'd say things like, "Who died and made you king?" Or, "It must be nice to have your own personal slave." When he tried pointing out that he was the one who took the blame for the sunflower seeds, the other boys said it was his fault because he was the one who spilled them. "I risked my life for those seeds," Magnet had said, "and all I got was one lousy handful." Stanley had also tried to explain that he needed to save his energy so he could teach Zero how to read, but the other boys just mocked him. Same old story, ain't it, Armpit? X-Ray said. The white boy sits around while the black boy does all the work. Ain't that right, Caveman? No, that's not right, Stanley replied. No, it ain't, X-Ray agreed. It ain't right at all. Stanley dug another shovelful of dirt. He knew X-Ray wouldn't have been talking if he was the one teaching Zero how to read. Then X-Ray would be talking about how it was important that he got to rest, right? So he could be a better teacher, right? And that was true. He did need to save his strength so he could be a better teacher. Although Zero was a pretty quick learner. Sometimes, in fact, Stanley hoped the warden was watching them with her secret cameras and microphones, so she'd know Zero wasn't as stupid as everyone thought. From across the lake, he could see the approaching dust cloud. He took a drink from his canteen and then waited to see who was driving the truck. The swelling on Mr. Sir's face had gone down, but it was still a little puffy. There had been 3 scratch marks down his cheeks. 2 of the marks had faded, but the middle scratch must have been the deepest because it still remained. It was a jagged purple line running from below his eye to below his mouth, like a tattoo of a scar. Stanley waited in line, then handed him his canteen. Mr. Sir held it up to his ear and shook it. He smiled at the swishing sound. Stanley hoped he wouldn't dump it out. To his surprise, Mr. Sir held the canteen under the stream of water and filled it. Wait here, he said. Still holding Stanley's canteen, Mr. Sir walked past him, then went around the side of the truck into the cab where he couldn't be seen. What is he doing in there? Asked Zero. I wish I knew, said Stanley. A short while later, Mr. Sir came out of the truck and handed Stanley his canteen. It was still full. Thank you, Mr. Sir. Mr. Sir smiled at him. What are you waiting for? He asked. Drink up. He popped some sunflower seeds into his mouth, chewed, and spit the shells out. Stanley was afraid to drink it. He hated to think that what kind of vile substance Mr. Sir might have put in it. He brought the canteen back to his hole. For a long time, he left it beside his hole as he continued to dig. Then when he was so thirsty he could hardly stand it anymore, he unscrewed the cap, turned the canteen over, and poured it all out onto the dirt. He was afraid that if he waited another second, he might have taken a drink. After Stanley taught Zero the final 6 letters of the alphabet, he taught him how to write his name. Capital Z-E-R-O. Zero wrote the letters as Stanley said them to him. Zero, he said, looking at his piece of paper. His smile was too big for his face. Stanley watched him write it over and over again. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. In a way, it made him sad. He couldn't help but think that 100 times 0 was still nothing. You know that's not my real name, Zero said as they headed to the rec room for dinner. Well, yeah, Stanley said. I guess I knew that. He'd never really been sure. Everyone calls me Zero, even before I came here. Okay. My real name is Hector. Hector, Stanley repeated. Yeah, my name is Hector Zeroni. Have we heard that name before? Have we heard that name before, guys?
Madam Zeroni.
Yeah.
Madam Zeroni.
Yes.
Do you think Hector is maybe related to Madam Zeroni? Yeah, let's see what happens. Here we go. Chapter 28. After 20 years, Kate Barlow returned to Green Lake. So is this in the present or is this a flashback? It's a flashback. It's in the past, okay? After 20 years, Kate Barlow returned to Green Lake. It was a place where nobody would ever find her, a ghost town on a ghost lake. The peaches had all dried up, but there were a couple of small oak trees still growing by an old abandoned cabin. The cabin used to be on the eastern shore of the lake. Now the edge of the lake was over 5 miles away, and it was a little more than a small pond full of dirty water. She lived in the cabin. Sometimes she could hear Sam's voice echoing across the emptiness. Onions, sweet fresh onions. She knew she was crazy. She knew she'd been crazy for the last 20 years. Oh, Sam, she would say, speaking into the vast emptiness. I know it's hot, but I feel so very cold. My hands are cold. My feet are cold. My face is cold. And worse, my heart is cold. And sometimes she would hear him say, I can fix that. And she'd feel his warm arms across her shoulders. She'd been living in the cabin for about 3 months when she was awakened one morning by someone kicking open the cabin door. She opened her eyes to see the blurry end of a rifle 2 inches from her nose. She could smell Trout Walker's dirty feet. You got exactly 10 seconds to tell me where you've hidden your loot, said Trout, or else I'll blow your head off. She yawned. A redhead woman was there with Trout. Kate could see she was rummaging through the cabin, dumping drawers and knocking things from shelves of cabinets. The woman came to her. Where is it? She demanded. Linda Miller? Asked Kate. Is that you? Linda Miller had been in the 4th grade when Kate Barlow was still a teacher. She'd been a cute, freckled-faced girl with beautiful red hair. Now her face was blotchy, and her hair was dirty and scraggly. It's Linda Walker now, said Trout. Oh, Linda, I am so sorry, said Kate. Trout jabbed her throat with the rifle. Where's the loot? There is no loot, Kate said. Trout jabbed her throat with his rifle. Again. Don't give me that, shouted Trout. You've robbed every bank from here to Houston. You better tell him, said Linda. We're desperate. You married him for his money, didn't you? Asked Kate. Linda nodded. But it's all gone. It dried up with the lake, the peach trees, the livestock. I keep thinking it has to rain soon. The drought can't last forever, but it just keeps getting hotter and hotter and hotter. Her eyes fixed on the shovel, which was leaning up against the fireplace. She's buried it, she declared. I don't know what you're talking about, said Kate. There was a loud blast as Trout fired his rifle just above her head. The window behind her shattered. Where is it buried? He demanded. Go ahead and kill me, Trout, said Kate, but I sure hope you like digging, 'cause you're gonna be digging for a long time. You and your children and their children can dig for the next 100 years and you will never find it. Linda grabbed Kate's hair and jerked her head back. Oh, we're not going to kill you, she said, but by the time we're finished with you, you're going to wish you were dead. I've been wishing I was dead for the last 20 years, said Kate. They dragged her out of bed and pushed her outside. She wore blue silk pajamas. Her turquoise-studded black boots remained beside her bed. Who else has black boots? Who else has black boots, guys?
Mr. Sir? Mr. Sir?
The warden.
Oh, black
the
people.
warden has black boots.
What?
All right, let's see what happened.
What?
The warden.
All right, the warden has black boots. Okay, so let's see. They loosely tied her legs together so she could walk, but she couldn't run. They made her walk barefoot on the hot ground. They wouldn't let her stop walking. Not until you take us to the loot, said Trout. Linda hit Kate on the back of her legs with the shovel. You're going to take us to it sooner or later, You might as well make it sooner. She walked one way, then the other, until her feet were black and blistered. Whenever she stopped, Linda whacked her with the shovel. I'm losing my patience, warned Trout. She felt the shovel jab her neck, and she fell hard to the dirt. Get up, ordered Linda. Kate struggled to her feet. We've been going easy on you today, said Trout. It's just going to keep getting worse and worse for you until you take us to it. Look out, shouted Linda. A lizard leapt towards them. Kate could see its big, red eyes. Linda tried to hit it with the shovel, and Trout shot at it, but they both missed. The lizard landed on Kate's bare ankle. Its sharp black teeth bit into her leg. Its white tongue lapped at the droplets of blood that leaked out of the wound. Kate smiled. There was nothing they could do any more to her. Start digging, she said. Where is it? Linda screeched. Where did you bury it? Trout demanded. Kate Barlow died laughing. Part 2. The Last Hole. Chapter 29. There was a change in the weather, for the worse. The air became unbearably humid. Stanley, so we're back in the present. Stanley was drenched in sweat. Beads of moisture ran down the handle of his shovel. It was almost as if the temperature had gotten so hot that the air itself was sweating. A loud boom of thunder echoed across the empty lake. A storm was way off in the west beyond the mountains. Stanley could count more than 30 seconds between the flash of lightning and the clap of thunder. That was how far the storm was away. Sound travels a great distance across a barren wasteland. Usually, Stanley couldn't see the mountains at this time of day. The only time they were visible was just at sunup, before the air became hazy. Now, however, the sky was very dark off to the west, and every time the lightning flashed, a dark shape of a mountain would briefly appear. Come on, rain, shouted Armpit. Blow this way. Maybe it'll rain so hard it'll fill up the whole lake, Squid said. We can go swimming then. 40 days and 40 nights, said X-Ray. Guess we better start building us an ark. Get 2 of each animal, right? Right, said Zigzag. 2 rattlesnakes, 2 scorpions, and 2 yellow-spotted lizards. The humidity, or maybe the electricity in the air, had made Zigzag's head more wild-looking. His frizzy blonde hair stuck almost straight out. The horizon lit up with a huge web of lightning. In that split second, Stanley thought he saw an unusual rock formation at the top of one of the mountain peaks. The peak looked to him exactly like a giant fist with a thumb sticking straight out of it. Then it was gone. And Stanley wasn't sure whether he'd seen it or not. I found refuge on God's thumb. That is what his grandfather had supposedly said after Kate Barlow had robbed him and left him stranded in the desert. No one ever knew what he meant by that. He was delirious when he said it. But how could he have lived for 3 weeks without food or water? Stanley had asked his father. I don't know. I wasn't there, replied his father. I wasn't born yet. My father wasn't born yet. My grandmother, your great-grandmother, was a nurse in the hospital where they treated him. He'd always talk about how she'd dab his forehead with a cool, wet cloth. He said that's why he fell in love with her. He thought she was an angel. A real angel? His father didn't know. What about after he got better? Did he ever say what he meant by God's thumb or how he survived? No, he just blamed his no-good pig-stealing father. The storm moved off farther west along with any hope of rain. But the image of the fist and the thumb remained in Stanley's head. Although instead of lightning flashing behind the thumb, in Stanley's mind, the lightning was coming out of the thumb, as if it was the thumb of God. Okay, so next, we ready for chapter 30? So chapter 30. All right. Now, let's check real fast. Hold on. I bookmarked it. Okay, first question. Here we go. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my first question was, excuse me, thank you. My first question is, how do the other boys feel about Zero helping Stanley dig his hole? I'm going to mute all of you guys again, and then you can hit a space button when you know the answer. So how do the other boys feel about Stanley having help from Zero about digging his hole? Maria, go ahead and hit your space button. Go ahead.
They were really, really jealous.
They were a little jealous.
Yeah, and they were like, why are you the king?
Yeah, why are
You're
you getting to
white
do
and-
this? Yeah.
You're white and black has to do it.
Uh-huh. All right, Angel, go ahead and hit your space bar.
Mad.
Mad. They were mad about it. Yeah, they were very mad. All right, anybody else got something they want to add? They just were not happy. They thought it was not what? Fair, right? Ella, do you want to answer, ma'am? You got an answer, Miss Ella? Oh, we can't hear you, girlie. Let's see. Okay. Ella, I'll come back to you, okay? Oh, wait, now maybe we can hear you. Oh, no, we still can't hear you. Never mind, I'm sorry. Abel.
I think they were jealous because they were there way longer than he has, so they were kind of jealous because of that.
Okay.
They were jealous.
All right, very good. Very good. Yeah, they were not happy about it. All right, let's see what our next question is. What is Zero's real name? What was Zero's real name, guys? Let's answer all together. 1, 2, 3.
Hector Zeroni.
Hector Zeroni. Yes. Who else have we heard about with the name Zeroni?
Madam Zeroni.
Madam Zeroni.
Madam Zeroni. Now, the person who cursed who?
Stanley won.
Stanley's
Ellie.
father. They cursed Stanley's great-great-grandfather, right? Miss Madam Zeroni.
So good. Very rotten pig stealing.
Yes, very good. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Who came looking for Kate Barlow, and what did they want to find? So who came looking for Kate Barlow, guys?
Warden.
Warden.
And her
Angel.
Trout Walker and the wall.
Raising hands, please. Raising hands. Angel, go ahead. Who went looking for him? Or for Kate Barlow?
Trout Walker.
The warden.
Not the warden. Not the warden.
Trout Walker and the 4th grade student.
Yes, Trout Walker, and it was his wife, right? They came in looking. What were they looking for from Kate Barlow?
All
The treasure that she buried.
All the cash.
All the cash that she'd stolen, maybe some of the jewelry she'd stolen, gold maybe.
Treasure.
Oh, jewelry.
Treasure.
Right, right. Okay.
Wait, I think I can.
Oh, what killed Kissing Kate Barlow, guys?
Yellow spotted lizard.
This is so funny, right, Daddy?
Yes, a yellow
It's like,
lizard.
I don't know, I'm just fine. It's somebody edited, that's okay.
There we go. Okay. All right. So, wow. Y'all good?
Go.
loud.
It is very loud all of a sudden. Hold on. Okay, now it can be quiet. Is that good? Is that better? Who is that? Please stop. Hey.
It was CJ. It was CJ.
Please stop. Okay. All right. So we just learned that Trout Walker was searching for treasure from Kissing Kate Barlow. And we learned that Zero's real name is Hector Zeroni. And we know the boys aren't too happy with Stanley and Zero right now. And we know that Kissing Kate Barlow was killed by a yellow spotted lizard. Thumbs up, thumbs down. How are we feeling about the story so far and who's excited? You're loving it? Are you guys still loving it? Yeah? Good. Good. Okay. I'd like to unmute all of you guys, but you guys keep talking when I keep trying to talk to you guys. I'm going to unmute you, but I want mouths closed, okay? Okay? Okay. So, how is everybody feeling?
Daddy, look. Daddy, look.
Devin. Devin. Devin.
Yo, mom.
Devin.
Yeah.
I need you to stay on after the Zoom. Oliver, where's Oliver? I need you to stay on after the Zoom too, okay? Okay, Oliver? Okay. All right. So we just learned tons about Stanley and tons about Zero and tons about Kissing Kate Barlow. Sophia, a question. Okay. What, baby? I can't hear you. Can I read one more chapter? No, you have to wait till Monday. Monday, you will hear it again, I promise.
It's not Brit. It's not Brit. I got an opinion that's gonna happen in the story.
Okay.
Like, then we know who Kate Barley is, or she just dead.
No.
The warden is Kate Barley, and that means Kate Barley's not dead, or the warden took her shoes.
So I think the warden might have taken her shoes because Kate Barlow is dead now. So can Kate Barlow be the warden? And guys, you have to think about it. Hold on. So it says like that Kate Barlow was 110 years ago. So would somebody be alive 110 years ago or now?
No.
Maybe.
Very lucky, but is she going to be running a camp for boys that have been misbehaving at 110 years old?
No.
No. Okay? So you got to think about it. Kissing Kate cannot be the warden, okay? All right, so you got to listen to me really carefully right now because this is your homework. Are you ready? Everybody listening? Okay. So I asked you about why you thought this setting was important for holes, right? Okay. So now what you're going to do, you're going to get a blank piece of paper. It can have lines on it. It can have, or it can be computer paper. It can be whatever kind of paper you want. But your homework for me today is I want you to draw what you think the setting of holes looks like. So whatever you're picturing in your mind, and I'm reading about Camp Green Lake, I want you to draw it, and then I want you to take a picture of it and send it to me in an email, okay?
I always wanted to do this because I read a book called Wings of Fire, and you have to imagine every single bit of it.
Hold on, Riley. Hold on, Riley. Okay. Now we're all muted because people can't seem to be quiet today while we're on Zoom, and I keep having to mute them, and it's quite annoying. Okay, so your homework tonight is to draw me a picture of what you think the setting in Camp Green Lake looks like. Draw me the tents from Camp D, draw me maybe the rec room, all those holes, the warden's cabin. You are responsible for drawing a picture of the setting for holes, sending it to me in an email. Do we understand? Take a picture of it and send it to me in an email. Do we understand our homework, guys?
Yes.
Okay, I see a question from Brooklyn. Yes, ma'am.
How do I take a picture and send it into the email? Because I only have
You only have a what?
I only have like a borrowed laptop for like.
That's fine, sweetheart. So what you do is you can take a picture on a cell phone, and then you can log into your email. You can log into your email through there and send it to me as an attachment. Okay, Mama should be able to help you. Okay.
Yeah, because she has a cell phone.
Yes. Okay. All right. Any other questions about our homework or maybe how to send it to me? Maria, go ahead and hit your space bar.
Question is that, do you just want us to draw the setting holes, like in the way we, or just like how we imagine the camp?
How you imagine where the story is taking place. What does it look like? Okay.
And my other question is, I just got into the details I thought about. So it takes place in Texas, right?
Yes.
And some places in Texas do have rain, but that's impossible to have like not that much rain in one place.
Right.
And that's impossible. But I thought about it right now. If the water is underground and they are digging holes 5 feet every day, so Warden is trying not just to be the leader, he's trying to get really rich, because if he finds like water in this place, he gets money.
Right, right. So it's going to be really, really dry. The setting is going to be super, super dry. Dylan, come back to us, buddy. Your dog is super cute, but come back to us, okay? All right, any other questions about our holes setting drawing that you're going to send it to me later today? Ella, question? Go ahead, sweetheart. No, I can't hear you. Can you hold up your microphone, see if it works? No, I can't hear you. Email me your question, okay? Okay. Antonio, question?
Since I know what the setting is because I watched the movie, am I supposed to draw what I thought it was gonna look like?
No, you can draw what you know it looks like. That's fine. Okay, Riley Batson. Hit the space bar, buddy.
I have a theory. I think I think the Warden is looking for Kif and Kate Barlott's loot.
Yeah, I think that's what she's looking for too, but we'll have to see, okay? All right, so you're gonna draw me a picture of what you think the setting looks like at Camp Green Lake. If you know what you need to do and don't have questions, and your name is not Oliver or Devin, you are good to go. Please reach out to me if you have questions. I love you guys, and I miss you. Take care. Parker, question.
I think that the Warden's making them dig holes because they want them to dig for the stuff underground for her.
Ooh,
like for her loot.
That's a pretty good theory, buddy. That's a very good theory. It might come true. It may not. We'll have to see, okay? All right, Zofia.
With the drawing thing, are we allowed to draw Mr. Sir's face?
Sure, you can draw the characters if you want. Be as creative as you want to with it, baby. As creative as you want, all right? Okay, bye, sweetheart. Abel, question. Where is he? Did he leave? Oh, no, he's right there. Abel. Okay, go ahead. Yes, sir.
Miss Aubrey, how do you send the picture?
You take a picture with a cell phone and you attach it to your email, okay? So get Mama to help you. She'll know how to do it.
Okay.
All right, call me if you need me, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks, Abel. All right, Brooklyn, question? Yes, ma'am?
I have a conspiracy. Maybe the Warden related to Kissing Kate Barlow.
Or maybe she's related to Trout Walker, because isn't it who they went looking for? Trout Walker went looking for her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, you never know.
Wait,
Ella,
what if What if Trout Walker's? Wait, actually, never mind. No, never mind.
All right, Ella.
Can you hear
Bye.
What?
me? Can you hear me?
Bye, Brooklyn. Yes, I can hear you now. What's up? What was your question?
I don't think I can send it because even my mom doesn't even know how to. I can do it on the next Zoom meeting. I can show you.
Get her to send it to me through Dojo. She can attach a picture through Dojo. Sound
I
good?
tried to do that too today for Mr. Smith, but it still didn't work.
Okay, why don't you draw your picture, try to attach it, Ella, and if it doesn't work, let me know and we'll figure something out, okay?
Knock it off.
All right, baby.
Well,
What?
I can show you it on the next Zoom meeting.
Yeah, that's fine if you want to do that. Sure.
Well, so I know how to do it.
How, Angel? Oh, you're muted. Hold on. Why are y'all muted?
So first you go to Google, and then after that you go, and after that you search it up, and then after that you press the picture, and after that you press it again, and then after you you press the right click on your mouse, after you press save image as this desktop, and then after that you close out. Well no.
Oh, but she's asking about how does she attach a picture that she's drawn, like not one that you find on the internet.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's very helpful because people can do that. But good advice, Angel. Very good. Okay. All right. Ella, you're good to go. You feel better now, sweetheart? Remember, stick to those times, okay? Don't spend all day on school. Got it?
Woohoo, I'm done.
All right. Thank you. All right, Angel. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye, Ella. Bye, Angel. Call me if you need anything, guys, okay? Okay.
Something right after.
Okay.
Angel,
Thanks.
I have a
Sue.
question for you,
Okay.
Angel.
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Dominguez.
Dominguez?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye, Angel. Bye, Ella. Thank you.
What?
Hold on. We're going to wait for them to get off.